For being here, Senator. Congratulations. As a new member of the leadership, you are going to, whether or not you're in leadership or not, you're as a senator going to be looking at all of Donald Trump's nominees. Are you planning to vote for all of them, or do any give you pause?
No, we're planning to go through the process on this. By the way, good morning and happy Thanksgiving coming up. But there'll be a long process that will go through that has already begun, where individuals that have been nominated will come forward. We'll sit down with them in our offices. We'll get a chance to be able to talk. There'll be open hearings that'll start after January the 3rd next year when the new Congress is sworn in. So everybody's going to get a fair shake. Everybody's going to have the opportunity to be able to go through this process, and we'll let the process work out.
Let's dig into some of the picks. His pick for Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. She has a long history of questioning American intelligence. She repeatedly promoted Russian propaganda. She blamed the Ukraine war on the Biden administration and NATO rather than Putin. She wants the government to drop all charges against Edward Snowden. Nikki Haley called her a Russian, Iranian, Syrian, Chinese sympathizer. You're a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Will you support her to oversee America's intelligence community?
Yeah, like I said before, we're going to go through hearings. We're going to get everything out. We're going to get facts and information and get the entire story. She is somebody who has been very outspoken. She's obviously a past member of the military. She's a veteran herself. She's had the opportunity to be able to travel quite a bit around the world as a member of Congress to be able to interact with folks. And she's not been afraid to be able to speak out and to say, hey, I disagree on some areas. But that's a very different role than saying, what is your philosophy and what is President Trump's philosophy of how we're going to handle national intelligence? We have very important people that serve in our intelligence community. Literally every day our nation is at risk, and people around the world that most folks will never meet and will never get a chance to know are serving our nation. When you see a member of the military, many people will pay for their lunch or get a chance to say thank you to them. The members of our intelligence community, most folks don't ever know, don't get a chance to say thank you, but it's really important that we have leadership there that's able to support them and able to get them on focus.
Does anything about her concern you?
Well, we'll have lots of questions. She met with Bashir Assad. We'll want to know what the purpose was and what the direction for that was. As a member of Congress, we'll want to get a chance to talk about past comments that she's made and get them into full context. So sure, there's comments that are floating out there, but we want to be able to know the rest of the story.
Okay, let's turn to the Department of Justice. Pam Bondi is Donald Trump's new nominee for Attorney General. She's a longtime ally who defended him in his first impeachment trial, helped promote the 2020 election fraud claims that he was pushing. Trump also named his personal lawyer, Todd Blanche, as Deputy Attorney General and is reportedly considering firing FBI Director Chris Wray and using the DOJ to probe the 2020 election. As you well know, the Justice Department is supposed to be free from political interference and pressure from the White House. Will that no longer be the case during the second Trump term?
I don't think we know that one way or the other. I think President Trump does want people that are loyal to him. He wants to make sure that the people that are around him in the cabinet are at least directionally the right direction. This has been a question, quite frankly, since the Kennedy administration, when President Kennedy put his brother in as Attorney General. So that kind of statement of this has always been neutral or that this is supposed to be that way, it should be. It's America's lawyer. It's not the president's lawyer. But it's also someone that the president wants to know is heading the same direction that they are, because it's very important. When you talk about the attorney general, they're the key component on the prosecution of federal crimes around the country, and every single U.S. attorney around the country works for them and with them. So it is very important that we get this role right and that they're actually focused on diminishing crime in America and make sure we're getting good prosecutions.
Senator, I want you to listen to what Pam Bondi said on Fox News last year about this department that she is nominated to lead.